Loved laser beaming space Karens.
Yes.
Cease your
Okay,
meddling.
cut the feed. The soundtrack knocks it out the park. Most innovative game I've played in 2023. Love Venom.
Thanks for coming, Pete.
Really strong mech customization. Peter Bytes Game of the Year is... Number 10. System Shock. Just a really fun and challenging time trying to stay alive and hacking your way through a deadly space station. You're kept on edge with the rogue AI Shodan, always watching and either hunting you down with mutant murder cyborgs or waiting for you to walk into one of her traps.
Step right into my trap, little hacker.
What a badass antagonist. I always wanted to play
I see you are still
Okay, cut the feed!
alive.
Cut the feed! Oh shit, I thought I finished her off. Looks like I'm gonna have to do System Shock 2 now. Well, I always wanted to play System Shock after experiencing Bioshock, but it was a bit too dated for me. So I have been waiting and watching the developments with this modern remake for a while now, and I can confirm it delivers. I'm really glad the developers stuck to their roots and made it a faithful remake. It's all about conserving your ammo and supplies, and there's no waypoints directing you to your objective. You need to pay attention for clues and directions through environmental storytelling via the game world and audio or text logs, just the way I like it.
Turn around! Now!
Number 9. Starfield. Controversial one, the concept for Starfield was incredible and it fell short of its full potential, but I still had a decent time in my 200-hour playthrough, so I scrapped it in at number 9.
I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you.
There's 4 optional faction quests I quite enjoyed. I really like the Freestar Collective, which has you joining the Rangers and playing detective, but it's quite short compared to the others.
I hereby promote you to the rank of Ranger. Here's your badge.
General combat and gunplay is pretty basic, but I prefer to treat Starfield like a dialogue-focused RPG, and I do love convincing my way out of a fight or situation.
Well, what do you know? I think you just convinced me.
Love building my own personal spaceship and hand-picking my crew. General exploration can be a bit bland, but every now and then I discovered something awesome, like when I found a living artificial intelligence.
False. I am not artificial. I am Shogun.
Not this shit again. Cut a connection,
Cease
quick!
your meddling.
While I didn't find much use for outpost building, I had fun building my own personal home. Even just talking about Starfield, everything good I have to say is a bit double-edged, and that's why it's at number 9. Hey, if nothing else, you can laser beam space Karens.
Does that woman have any idea who I am?
Number 8. Octopath Traveler 2. I felt like this was a big improvement over the original turn-based RPG. My main criticism with the original was that the 8 protagonists didn't really interact with each other, and Octopath Traveler 2 definitely improves a bit in that aspect.
My journey begins here.
First off, love this game's art style and art direction. It's 2.5D, 2D sprites on top of a 3D world. Not easy to pull off, but this game's world is gorgeous with some incredible boss designs and a day and night cycle that allows for brilliant lighting effects.
Pierce them. Wings of frost. Study harder.
Quite a lot of characters grew on me. 2 favourites were Oswald and Throne. Throne is a member of the Black Snakes, a cult of corrupt thieves, and you'll have to assassinate your way to the top and earn your freedom, and maybe discover some dark secrets on the side. Pretty great writing.
I'm Throne, and I'm on the hunt for 2 particular individuals.
While Oswald is looking to get revenge for his murdered family and completely breaks the mold of what you'd expect from a scholar. He's happy to mug people and he trains his muscles to help keep his mind sharp.
My name is Oswald. I'm a scholar.
Number 7. Marvel Spider-Man 2. Actually one of the few games that isn't an RPG that made it onto my list, so this must be pretty good.
Thanks for coming, Pete.
Love Venom. That said, there were some changes I didn't like, including changing Venom's identity. He's not Eddie Brock here. Aside from that, Insomniac have done an awesome job with Venom. Please! And a great job on the whole Peter Parker and the symbiote arc. They've really captured Peter Parker's darker side without terrible dancing.
It makes me a better Spider-Man.
while Spider-Man 2 doesn't make huge strides over the original Spider-Man for PlayStation 4, and I even had a few bugs where I had to reload my previous save. In a world of copy-paste open-world games, I found one that I quite enjoyed and went the extra mile for that 100% completion. Number 6. Lies of P. I cannot lie, I've got to speak the truth. Lies of P was a huge surprise and ended up being my favourite Souls-like of 2023. It borrows a lot from Bloodborne and it's impressive.
I'm impressed, even if it's a lie.
What surprised me was this game's take on the darker Pinocchio story. Lies of P explores artificial intelligence and lying. If you can tell a lie to end someone's suffering, is it the right thing to do? Or will there be darker consequences to lying? Great Souls-like gameplay, haunting atmosphere, plenty of RPG elements and surprisingly strong customization systems.
Pretty sweet deal, don't you think?
Started out quite easy, but man, it got really difficult. I enjoyed rising to the challenge, but after I finished the game, it was patched with easier difficulty, which is fair because some stuff felt a little bit bullshit.
I'm disappointed in you.
Hey Quickie, trying to level up the channel, any subs are an amazing help, and lots of RPG related content to come. Alright, we're getting to the really epic stuff now. Number 5. Sea of Stars. I went in blind and gave this 2D indie RPG a go, just purely because it was on Game Pass, and I was blown away. It's more of a traditional JRPG with turn-based battles, but the attention to detail in the sprites and animations is insane. Nearly every enemy feels unique with animations that must have taken thousands of hours to create frame by frame. Great story and characters, bit of a ball ache to collect 60 conch shells across the world to unlock the true ending, but take it from me, absolutely worth going for that true ending, and one of the best soundtracks of 2023 with its catchy pixel tunes transforming and taking on new forms as you traverse the different regions of the world. It feels like a love letter to JRPGs of old, and if you've any interest in those retro RPGs, this is a must play. Number 4. Final Fantasy 16. Another really hard game to rank, with Final Fantasy probably being my most favourite game series of all time.
I'll try to live up to the name.
My mind was blown and jaw would drop whenever more than one of these summons would be on screen at once. And as usual, the soundtrack knocks it out of the park. These are my two favourite aspects of Final Fantasy 16. Story was good, clearly heavily inspired by Game of Thrones. It went through these loops of hunting down big summons in epic cinematic battles to doing menial tasks in your hideaway.
I've 2 dresses that need stitching, but I haven't got a scrap of linen.
There's definitely some pacing issues. Like with 15, they've abandoned Final Fantasy's turn-based legacy for very flashy and over-the-top action spectacle fighter combat. You won't control any party members, but visually looks amazing, albeit a bit easy, just rotating your 4 special abilities to destroy everything, at least until New Game Plus.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Overall, I think Final Fantasy 16 is great. Those big cinematic summon moments have been highlights of my gaming career in 2023, and that's why this comes in at number 4. This could have been a game of the year, but it's massively flawed.
Always something, isn't there?
Final Fantasy 16 does have a bit of an identity crisis. It's a Final Fantasy designed for people who don't play Final Fantasy games. An action spectacle fighter for a Final Fantasy fan base used to turn-based combat and RPG customization, but it's so brain dead easy it's not designed for people who actually play action spectacle fighters. Sad. This is coming from a director who believes that modern players do not desire turn-based combat. Ironic that a lot of people's game of the year is a turn-based RPG.
Whoa, easy, easy.
Missed a trick there. Number 3. Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon. Hell yes! Armored Core 6 is a personal favourite, another one of those rare games that's not an RPG on my list, but definitely has some RPG elements with its really strong mech customization. While Final Fantasy 16 has some of the best boss fights in terms of cinematic design, Armored Core 6 had me at the edge of my seat, rising to the challenge with my own custom mech and clashing with some badass bosses. You're a merc hired by rival organizations after Rubicon's resources, and it's so epic when these organizations come together to take down larger threats.
I won't miss.
I've seen some reviewers criticize Armored Core 6 stating that there's no story or a bad story. I completely disagree. I really enjoyed the story and the agency you have to make choices and change the direction of the story, and even continue the story through New Game Plus with some epic new missions and bosses.
How many of your dogs must I kill before you learn?
You know the story and characters are good when you find yourself invested in Armored Core pilots despite never even seeing their faces.
I've got your back, buddy. Hope you've got mine.
My only criticism with Armored Core 6 is the difficulty curve could be better. Overall, love this game, an amazing comeback after an 11-year absence.
You must be Raven.
Number 2, Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Tears of the Kingdom is something different to every other game on my list. It's my most chill game of 2023. Just the sense of exploration and discovery is so strong in this game.
This is a huge discovery.
Just using the environment to make your first boat or car, it's just mind-blowing, and it's only the start of your epic adventure here.
It's good to see you, my friend.
Tears of the Kingdom rewards experimentation and creativity. There's multiple ways of doing puzzles, but it's so satisfying doing it your way. And I keep accidentally discovering all these things you can do. The game doesn't hold your hand so much, and that's what makes your discoveries and accomplishments so much more meaningful. Yes, it's the same world as the previous Zelda, but it's been massively built upon with updates and islands in the sky. It's a completely new experience. Most innovative game I've played in 2023 that well deserves its spot at number 2. Number 1. Baldur's Gate 3, my personal game of the year 2023.
Fuck yes!
A true RPG, and it absolutely deserves all its love and high review scores. Turn-based RPGs will always be welcome in the games industry.
Fortune favors our bellies.
Brilliant storytelling, writing, and characters you'll care about, but even more incredible is your sense of agency, with decisions completely changing the direction of the story. The game and story remains consistently brilliant despite being so non-linear.
Are you not entertained?
And you will find yourself in lots of situations with genuinely difficult decisions to make that will have consequences and benefits.
What's better than a devil you don't know? A devil you do.
Grab a few friends for multiplayer, and it's getting pretty close to playing actual Dungeons and Dragons. You really have to be in sync and work together for multiplayer.
Yes. Exactly.
There you have it, those have been my top 10 games of 2023. Lots of RPGs naturally, and a strong year for games. What are your favourite games of 2023? Let me know in the comments, I'll try to read and reply to everything. Peace for now.